Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's third video. We're going to have a quick look at 12Z for today's third video. So go through all of the 12Z bars. They're all pretty much updated now. ECM is still updated, but will be finished within around 4 or 5 minutes. So we'll go through all of the 12Z, see what they're all showing for the next couple of weeks in terms of, you know, whether this cold weather's going to go on or whether we're going to go milder and whatnot. So I should get on with that view very short. Just to say that the latest radar picture from Weather Outlook, we'll have a look at that as well in a second. Today's first video was Snow Watch, of course. So, yeah, been significant snow around in places today. Have a look at Snow Watch, the first video released today, but also released a 10 to 14 day. Check out all of the videos if you would like to do that. Right, so this is how the latest radar picture is looking. Snow showers, long spells of snow as well, still piling into the east, right way from East Scotland all the way down to southeastern England. We've got streamers here. There's a streamer through the Wash, for example, coming down to Midlands, streamer through some parts of Lincolnshire and Yorkshire, going over towards North West England, North Wales. Another streamer setting up through southern parts of Scotland. That could become a very significant streamer overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Add on the dew point. This is all snow, as dew points are below freezing widely across the country. Precipitation type showing the extent of the snow across the country at the moment. So these snow showers will keep on through the night and into tomorrow as well. And check out Snow Watch, see what's going on. Right, let's have a look at the 12Z then. So this is the UK Met 12Z, the Thursday. We're going to be under a ridge of high pressure on Thursday. It's going to be very cold overnight Wednesday into Thursday. Severe frost likely across the country, and low pressure will try to come up against that block of cold air. Could produce some snow out in the west. Into Friday, saying very cold for most parts of the country. Over the weekend, we'll start to pull up like a southerly wind, which you will think would be mild, but actually I think that would be quite a cold wind on the surface. In the west, it may get a bit less cold over the weekend. So western parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, maybe these Irish Sea coastal areas may get a bit milder over the weekend. But I think for much of, particularly central and eastern England, probably eastern Scotland, but particularly for the south-southeast, with the air coming up off the continent, it will be very cold, actually, over the weekend, and frosty as well. So that's the UK Met. Let's have a look at the GFS then. So this GFS 12Z. If you're enjoying this quick skip through the 12Z, then please smash the like button. Let us know in the comments what you think when you watch a video, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, this is the GFS 12Z then. So again, looking cold across the country as we go through into Thursday. West system coming into the west will bring risk of some snow into the west, but actually going to be a lot of dry weather, I think, at the end of the week. Into the weekend, we're close to that ridge of high pressure. Winds have gone into the south, but it stays cold as the air is originating from the continent, so it'll be a very cold southeasterly flow that we set up over the weekend, away from the far west anyway, where it might be a little bit milder through there over the weekend. There will also be a weather system that brings rain and probably significant snow some western parts of the country as we go through the weekend. Many central and eastern areas probably staying dry. Now, this is a real battle going on into the early part of next week. That does suggest snow for the early part of next week across many parts of the country, actually, as that weather system is pushing northwards and eastwards. So the GFS wants to produce a snow event late in the weekend and into the early part of next week with really cold southerly southeast winds. Eventually, the Atlantic is breaking through here as we go through into the middle of next week. It's becoming less cold or milder as the winds are going into the west and the southwest. So there is quite a significant snow event that takes place early next week before that milder air gets in. And then we run on into the extended range beyond day 10 with the GFS 12Z, and this is a very different run compared to what I've had in earlier GFS runs as the Atlantic is through, returning milder, wetter and windier here as we go through the middle part of February. Let's see what happens as we get to the end of the GFS 12Z. Still unsettled, still bringing those westerly winds, possibly just suggesting that heights are beginning to rise to the north once again, so that may be hinting at things going colder in the closing days of the month. GFS definitely telling us milder though for a while through the middle part of the month. Right, that's that. Let's have a look at the GEM. Right, let's just have a GM's looking. Again, high pressure east, low pressure to the west as we go through the last stages of the week. So we've got this cold southeasterly wind bringing the air up from the continent into weekend. So it's going to stay cold and icy, especially for more southern and eastern parts of the country. In the west, it probably does go a little bit milder. By the end of the weekend, the Atlantic's beginning to break through. So that's starting to bring some milder air in off the Atlantic. Looks like the GM is also trending the same as GFS, pushing through more of a westerly type flow. So that one is also ending a cold spell over weekend into the early part of next week. Maybe the miles are shifting tonight with an earlier end to the cold spell over weekend to the early part of next week. Let's have a look at the icon. See what that was doing. Again, high pressure to our east, low pressure to our west on Thursday. We go through into the weekend, still drawing the air up from off the continent with icon, so it's likely to be cold, particularly for southern and eastern parts of the country. Into the weekend, we've got this southerly southeasterly, but probably is quite cold, especially for eastern areas. That's how we get to the end of icon. So still drawing up like a southerly southeasterly, cold with high pressure east, low pressure to the west. Probably a bit more out to west. Most central and eastern areas I would have thought cold, icy with that. And then finally the ECM WF looks like this. So again, high pressure east, low pressure west on Thursday. Will be very cold through most parts of the country. Into the weekend, that's how we're looking. So again, most southern and eastern areas I think are cold as the air is being drawn up from the continent. Out in west, probably a little bit less cold. Low pressure tries to get in then, but fails as we go into the early part of next week. High pressure maintained to our northeast, and the 12Z ECM gets the wind back into the east again as we go through the course of next week. So potentially very cold, but mostly dry with that. There probably is a bit of a stir event for the far west, southwest just here with this low, but otherwise cold and dry with the ECM 12Z high pressure blocking maintained to our east. So we've got a variety of options on the table here within the models. We've got the GFS and the GM bring us out of the cold weather and get us back into Atlantic driven conditions through the course of either weekend or early next week. There is a significant stir event involved with that with GFS early next week, this time next week, before the Atlantic comes in. And then we've got the other models like ECM, probably Icon too, that wants to maintain that block to the east. And although winds are kind of coming up from the south, it's a cold wind from off the continent. And particularly the ECM, I think, is keeping us cold, but also quite dry, all the way up to day 10. So it's going to be revealed. I want to keep you posted about all of this in videos over the coming days. If you've enjoyed this quick zip through the 12Z, please smash your like button. Let us know in the comments what you think about this and all of our videos. I'm going to say nice comments, of course. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe as well. We'll be back tomorrow with the ECMWF 30-day look at another 10 to 14 day and probably an evening video. Maybe Ensemble's Watch. I haven't done one of those for a little while, so maybe Ensemble's Watch tomorrow evening. For this quick skip through the 12Z though, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.